Well, one thing he could do is express support for reversing the deregulation that happened on his watch. I heard him say he had nothing to do with it, even though it was in his administration. So if he had nothing to do with it, and they did it in his administration against his will, maybe he could come out and say that he supports us moving in a different direction. We're not afraid to own our policies when it comes to raising the bar on regulation. And I've got to think that him indicating that this is something that everybody, no matter how much you disagree on politics and presidential campaigns, can get behind. Higher fines, tougher regulations on safety, Congress untying our hands on braking rules, all the other things that go with that, that'd be a nice thing for him to do.
Secretary, how do you keep the companies from stopping to cut corners when it comes to safety? You know, talking to the unions, one of their biggest issues is just the sheer number of in-person safety workers.
Yeah, that's right.
You know, they pointed to how with trains like this, there used to be like numbers of safety workers who would like go through an in-person inspect trains before they. How do you get companies from stopping cutting like large percentages of these safety workers?
Look, the reality is this is their entire business model. In the last few years, they have gone into a business model that is about cutting and cutting and cutting and cutting. And what has happened is it's a concern from a safety perspective. It has not made them more effective in delivering freight. We know that from our supply chain issues that we've seen. It has made them wildly profitable. So profitable that in my view, they could meet a much higher safety standard and still be profitable. And that's what really needs to happen next. So, you know, the reality is, if their business model is telling them to cut, whether it's cutting corners or cutting people, the only real wall we can put up against that is regulation. And I know the word regulation is not popular with some people, but we need enforcement, we need accountability, and that starts with making sure we have enough teeth in our regulations